Now, the knife sharpener that's in the show as well. Now, Joe loves this product.
Oh, absolutely.
You've been demonstrating
adore
it
this
for
product. I really do.
hours.
I'm glad I've got it, actually, because you saw how that knife wasn't really that sharp when I was trying to go through that pork earlier, didn't you? You know, this is fantastic. It's probably the safest way to sharpen a knife, I believe.
Right.
And you need no skill either in order to do it. Literally, it's the AnySharp, and you're getting a twin pack of these, don't forget, as well.
So
it's suction mounted. So I've got it on a glass hob top here. It will go onto a marble surface, a high shine surface, the front of the fridge. It will go onto the tiles as well. And literally, all you do is that secures on there. And what I do is I have mine on the tiles at the back of my work surface. So if I go into my knife drawer and something's not sharp, oh, that's not very sharp. Literally, all you do is take the knife blade, run it between these tungsten carbide sharpening teeth, and that is all you need to do, just like that. Absolutely.
Does it matter what type of blade you've got?
No, it'll do any type of blade. Can you believe, David, it'll even do a serrated blade as well.
Oh,
so what I've got just here is a serrated blade. Usually you just throw these away, wouldn't you? But because you're applying no pressure as well, you just literally run the blade through the machine, and the blade will actually contour to the sharpener as well. And literally, it will put a sharp edge back on any knife. You know, sharpening a knife with like a steel, is a skill, isn't it? An art form itself. It's because what you need to do is you have to mount, let's pretend this was a steel, you have to mount the steel at 45 degrees, and then you run your knife over it, and then you turn it the other way, and you run your knife over it. What you've got here is two tungsten carbide sharpening teeth set perfectly like this at 45 degree angle already, so the perfect edge for sharpening, and then you simply run your knife between the two as well.
One of the first things I was taught in a kitchen by Glyn Christian, I don't know if you remember him, TV chef from years ago. He said to me, the only dangerous knife is a blunt knife. I thought, really? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Because if you've got a sharp knife, you're exerting a lot less pressure to get the job done, so you're more in control.
And that literally, I'm not even going to ask you to feel that, Dave, because it is razor sharp. It really, really is. Absolutely fantastic. You know, we featured this for 5 days at the BBC Good Food Show in the summer as well, on the Ideal World stand, and it absolutely flew. People loved it. It will even put a blade on, even the bluntest of blades, because sometimes if you really blunted a blade, it can be so hard to get the sharp, what we call the burr back on, to then be able to sharpen that off. Well, with this, you just run it through and it does everything for you.
I bet you, unless you've got one of these already, in your drawer in the kitchen somewhere where you keep your knives, you've probably got at least 6 or 7 knives that blunt, and you won't use them. You know they're blunt, but you won't throw them away. What's the point of throwing them away? What a waste. Get them sharp again. Maybe you've got a knife set that you just don't use because you try it once or twice and it's just not sharp enough. This is the way to do it, and you get a pair of them. They make a thoughtful gift idea as well. Have one for yourself.
They really do. Perfect. You know, I love the fact that you can just leave it sucked onto the suction cap, leave it on the tiles behind the work surface, and literally, if you go to cut something and it's not sharp, you literally give the knife a wipe, run it 2 or 3 times through the AnySharp, and literally give it another wipe, and you are good to go. You know, putting a really great blade back.
Well, that works out to only £7.50 each, and you can put them in your pocket if you want to. 203120, take them to work with you if you use knives at work. Now, we're going back to our halogen oven. Remember the Blockbuster.